Good evening, it's Tuesday evening. I've been at work today. I just finished work at 2:30. Got a phone call as soon as I got home at 3 o'clock, just from my MOT tester saying he had a lad there looking for a small car. Have I got anything? Says yes, I have. Said I've got Yaris's, 107s, Corsas, 108s, you name it, I've got it. So came down. It's nice having a couple of options to show them. So we've come down anyway. We've ruled that them three, the 108, the Corsa and the Yaris, are out of his budget. That 107 would in his budget, but obviously didn't like the colour. So that's 1995. These, so we sort of, he came towards this. Him and Dad both said, wow, that's immaculate. So they liked that. I got them keys to that one and we had a look round. I said I think the KAs drive better. I said, but drive that. I said, and then we'll come back and have a drive of that and see what you think. So we drove that. They both liked it. One owner, 10 stamps in the book, 2 keys, pretty immaculate, pretty much immaculate really. Not a mark on it. We just had them bumpers painted because the lacquer were peeling. Clean and tidy car. I've took keys back in now. But yeah, drove okay. Well, drove fine, as a 107 does. But, they have a little 3-cylinder engine. So we got back, he jumped in that, and straight away went, oh yeah, can tell straight away that's a better car. They just feel better made. I said, yeah, it's funny that the young lads just don't consider KAs, cars, whatever you want to call them, KA. I'm sticking with KA. I said, the young lads just don't consider them, but they are really good cars. They drive far better than 107 C1s, Igos. So yeah, they like that one. They've gone away to have a look at insurance and he's going to get back to me either tonight or tomorrow. So this one's just had the 2 new springs and 2 tyres on it. So it's, there you go, you can see the new springs now. So it does sit really, really well. I didn't realise before it went in MOT how low it was sat. And as we said, brand new tyre on. So I think they'll come back for that. And I've just picked the Insignia up as well, which we've sold to a subscriber. I think I forgot to mention in the last video, it was a subscriber that's rung up and bought it. So massive thanks to the subscriber who didn't hesitate and rung me up, slapped a deposit on that one as soon as he saw it on the YouTube walk round. I think he's going to come and pick that up over the weekend. And same again, the 2 new tyres on front. They did ring me and say one had failed and one would pass with an advisory on the edges, but I've just put a matching pair on 2 new ones. A couple of little bits to finish off, so I did show him that. Needs a little touch up on there. Going to put some veg plate screws on, I think. The veg plates are okay, just need some new screws on and some covers. And again, a little touch up on there. So a couple of little bits and just needs another rewash, but that is a lot of car for the money, as I said in the last video. That's what me and mechanic were just saying. It's it's funny how you can pick these up, for decent money. That's leather seats, nav, front and rear sensors, 2-litre diesel, 18-inch wheels, electric seats, memory seats. And then you're looking at stuff like that over there, that little 107 and KAs for the same sort of price. But that's just where the demand is, I suppose. And obviously the young lad won't get insured on something like that, so that's the market. Right. Enough of me waffling. Don't think I've got anything else to tell you. I'm going to jiggle a couple of cars around. I need to get these in my lineup. I need to move these because I shouldn't park there really, so I need to get them moved. But I'm also not allowed to park there because I'm not allowed to block that unit off. So Yeah, just going to shuffle some cars around before I upset everybody. Here we go, I'm all done. So I've took them three over there, the sold car, my car and my other car, but tucked the Insignia in the middle so that nobody parks either side and dinks a sold retail car. You know what people are like. And it's busy day down here tomorrow as well. It's auction day down at the auctions in there, so it does get busy down here tomorrow. So tucked that in the middle just to protect it a little bit. But that's all service and MOT now. We'll get that picked up at the weekend, all being well. Got all them lined up, cleared that space up over there so nobody can complain at me. Left that bit free for him to get into his unit so he don't complain at me. And yeah, nice lineup of cars in there, ready for people to peruse at tomorrow. Hopefully we might get somebody having a look who's coming to the auction tomorrow. Sorry, I got distracted because my phone was ringing while I was talking to you. But yeah, really nice selection of cars at the minute. Could do with splitting them up because I don't like two of the same colour being together, but I'll do that tomorrow. Probably stick that black Astra in the middle just to separate the colours. And yeah, we're all signed up, and I've got another roof topper in the office. I should have two more roof toppers floating about somewhere, so I'll get some roof toppers on it morning, and then everyone knows what we're doing. I should get the blue Fiesta back tomorrow as well. And I need to get the key to the mechanic to pick the red DS3 up for my friend. And I've got that Mazda 6 to pick up. I'm waiting for the guy to buzz me to pick the Mazda 6 up. So, and then Ryan needs to go down to the paint shop to get them little bits done as well. So yeah, that's today's update. That's where we are at the minute. Didn't manage to get to the auction today because I've been at work. I did watch a couple of bits online, bid on a little Igo, but unfortunately went into a tunnel just as I was bidding, so I missed out on that one. But I think it went for too much anyway. So yeah, we'll get back to the auction next week, but apologies, no auction content as I've been at work this week. Right, I'm going home for some tea because I shouldn't even be here as usual, but I am. Good evening. What day is it? Wednesday today. It's normally my work day, but I booked it off today because my wife needed to go to university, so had the day off. I didn't have anything booked in, but within the space of 5 minutes it suddenly went a bit wild. So I was just sat at my mum and dad's. I had the little one, she was off school as well. And then the chap, the subscriber who's bought the Insignia, messaged me saying he wanted to pick that up at 8:30 tonight, or 7:45. So I said, yeah, that's okay, we'll sort that. Not a problem. So I was kind of waiting for my wife to come home from work at 3 o'clock, and I thought I'll come down and I can sort that out, get that ready for 7:45. Then somebody messaged me saying, can we come look at this at 4:30? He messaged me in the morning, but he didn't say we were going to come today. So I sent him a walk round video in the morning, and then at about 1 o'clock, 1:30, he messaged me saying, yeah, we're going to come and have a look at it at 4:30 today. So I thought, right, well, I've got this at 4:30 and I've got that at 7:45, so that's 2 cars to clean and get out. And then another lady rang me about the Astra. She was asking me about the Astra while I was on my way here. Didn't commit, didn't say she was going to come. She was one of them that's obviously just going to turn up. She said, oh, what time you open till? And I kind of tried explaining that. I said, I am down here today. I said, I'm here now till I've got somebody coming at 4:30. I've got somebody coming at 8 o'clock. I said, so I am kind of busy, but I am there. I said, but if you let me know what time you're coming, I'll have a car ready for you. I said, if you're not coming today, I'll be available Friday. So anyway, she didn't commit. So whether she's going to turn up or not, I don't know. So I've gone from sort of having nothing to do to having 3 cars to get ready. So yeah, a little 108. This one's, I've just washed all this one off now. Got that one ready, ready for somebody coming tonight. Nice clean car. 23,000 miles on this one. I've just gone over the wheel. Well, the wheel, I've got some all-purpose cleaner splashed out yesterday. My mate was just taking mick. Look at you at expensive auto glim spray bottles. So I've been looking at these for a while, so I got one of them yesterday and I filled that with all-purpose cleaner. So I've just cleaned the there was a bit of dirt in the bottom of the wheel well, so I've just cleaned all that up. Unfortunately, all the jack kit and whatever's missing. Should be a thingy in there, something, one of them tyre things. I'm guessing there's never been a spare wheel. You don't get them as standard now, do you? But lovely colour, nice condition, nice interior. Got 5495 in my window, but I have reduced it to 5295. So I don't want to be coming down much more, but at the same time I do want my car to go because it's been here 3 or 4 weeks now, which is enough. I don't want to re-advertise it if I can help it, but it should go. Drives really well. Nice age, nice mileage. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Lovely condition, lovely paintwork on it. Nice shine, you can see the reflection of that van over there, so that's good. Windows are nice and clean. It is another one that Rich has done previously, so I've just spent an hour going over it tonight. Yeah, I'll let you know how I get on with that one. Well, that was interesting. Car's still here, not moved an inch. So chap turned up half an hour late, fine. Didn't message me or anything to let me know he was going to be late. Anyway, when he messaged me earlier, the conversation was, will you send me a walk round video of any close-ups and include any close-ups of any damage that you can see? So I weren't here at the time, I was at home. So I sent him my walk round video that's on my YouTube channel, and I said in the message, this is a walk round video of the car. I will send you further pictures later of any close-ups of any damage that I can see. So that wasn't, that was just the walk round video that you guys have seen that's on my YouTube channel. It wasn't doing any close-ups of any damage. Because he said, I'm travelling half an hour. I won't say from where, but I'm travelling from half an hour away. So I sent him that walk round video, but I did say this isn't including any close-ups of the damage. I will send them later. Like I said to you, I'm not at the pitch at the minute. So anyway, he replied to that walk round video and said, oh, that looks okay. I'll come and see the car. I'll see you at 4:30. So I left it at that. I said, right, okay, yeah, no problem, I'll see you at 4:30. Been busy getting my car ready. He's jumped out of the car, didn't speak, straight away, didn't speak. Wife didn't make eye contact. Anyway, I sort of engaged the wife and said, she said, oh, sorry we're late, traffic was a bit, I said, you know, traffic was busy. I said, yeah, I thought it'd be a bit busy at this time, but no problem, don't worry. Who's the car for? Is it for you or your daughter? Oh, it's for my daughter, she just passed a test, blah, blah, blah. So I'm making a bit of small chat with car. He's going round car, tapping it, and stands up, shakes his head, and says, no, not having it, not having it, not for me. I said, all right, okay, no problem. I said, what's put you off? What is it? So he said, Vasil here. Vasil, it's had a bash. So I'll do you a close-up of Vasil. That's what he's talking about there. Right at the bottom of the sill. And you can see it's been painted in underseal. I've not done that, that's been done previously. That black stripe there has been painted previously. So this is what he's talking about. Now, do you do that? I don't think that's bad enough to do. personally, and I'd be up for negotiation. If he were nice about it, and he were a reasonable guy, and said, "Oh, car's lovely and clean, but it's a shame about that bash on sill. Will you take X, Y, Z?" Then yeah, that's up for negotiation. Not a problem. You know, I'd understand that, and that's how you'd be an adult about it. So he moaned about the black. Well, he more moaned about the bash on the sill more than anything, which, as you can see, that's me zoomed in 5 times now. Don't forget, I have spent 800 quid on prep on this, doing a service and MOT and putting a clutch in. So maybe if I'd not have spent as much doing the service and the clutch, maybe I'd be more inclined to do that. Even then, I don't think I would have done, unless a customer came and went, I'd buy it if it weren't for that. And then I'd go, okay, if it's going to get the sale, I'll do that. So this bit, it didn't really mention. So there's a little scuff there. 3 little marks there. There's a blob there, and a blob down there. I did buy a touch-in for it, but I weren't happy with the colour of the touch-in, so I wiped it back off. That's been touched in previously. So I left that as it is. Wheel trims, if you've been picky. Wheel trims, you'd replace if you want it perfect. Again, I've got a brand new set of wheel trims in the office. I would happily put a set of wheel trims on it. But most people, or me personally, I prefer the Peugeot ones. So, you know, again, if it'd been reasonable and we could have had a conversation, we could have had a chat about the wheel trims. So let's show you the rest of the car. He then started ranting and raving, saying I've not been honest with him, I've wasted his time. Because I said to him, is there anything else you want to look at? I said, I've got a Yaris over there, Corsa. No, don't want to do business with you, to be honest. You've wasted my time. You've not been honest. So I said, right, okay, fair enough. See you later. So let's have a look around the rest of this car. Let's look at the good bits. This wing, not a mark on it. This door, not a mark on it. That door, not a mark on it. That rear quarter, not a mark on it. Roof, not a mark on it. You get where I'm going. This bumper, you know, you can look outside there. Nice condition. This rear bumper, immaculate. A little mark there on a 10-year-old bumper. That's it. Couple of little touch-ins there. Again, you're not going to paint a bumper for those. They're touch-ins at worst. Look down that side. That rear quarter, not a mark on it. That rear door. That front door. There's a small dint right on the crease in that wing. And that is kind of it. He was saying, he said it's £1,000 overpriced. He was saying it's worth, yeah, he was saying I'm £1,000 over. He said it's a wreck, it's scrap, and you're £1,000 overpriced. I said it's at Auto Trade a good price. It's not £1,000 overpriced. And again, if it had come to me and said, oh, the car's lovely and clean, I can see you've serviced it, I can see you've put a clutch in, I really like the colour, it's a shame about these few little bits, would you take 5? You'd be like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. Well, you know, I'll accept that and we'll do a deal. But it's not a wreck and it's not £1,000 over. It was just, honestly, when I spoke to wife, I said, oh, have you seen a lot? She went, oh, we've seen loads and they're just dreadful. And you just realise, you think, are they dreadful or are your expectations way over and above what a 10-year-old car should be. That's clean, tidy, presentable. It's been serviced and it's got a new clutch. 12 months advised with free MOT. So yeah, first negative customer really. First angry customer. He was angry, but you could see as soon as he got out of the car, he just didn't want to speak. He kind of came with a prejudged mindset, I think. So anyway, you guys will tell me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll get a mixed bag of opinions. Some people might agree with him. Some people might say that's acceptable. I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't know what you guys are going to say, really. But as always, I'll put it out there. I'll leave it up to you guys to judge. Me and Rich are just taking the seat out of this Yaris. If you remember, it's damaged. So we're going to take that away and get that reupholstered. It's been burnt in the past down there. So we can't get a 3-door one. We can get a 5-door one. We can't get a 3-door one with the catch there. So I'm going to send it away and get it reupholstered, and then we can get that advertised properly. So yeah, and the subscriber who's picking up the insignia's rearranged as well, so he couldn't make it tonight. So that's fine, that's not a problem, we can rearrange that for another day. So yeah, we're a bit despondent today, we're a bit miffed. For the first time we've kind of had that experience really, but there you go. We'll see if we get a negative review from it. Saturday, I'm down here on a Saturday, just finished work. Lady's coming in about half an hour, coming from 3 hours away. She's coming from a good distance. So I've got this to get washed. We've just come, Richard's brought it over here for me, and then when he's gone to start it again, battery's dead. Second time battery's gone dead on this. We've had it on charge again a couple of weeks ago, so within a couple of weeks of being stood, it's gone dead. So thankfully Rich is here helping me out. He shouldn't be here, but he just called in just passing, so he's run off to GSF to go get a battery. We're going to put a new battery in it because I don't want to get him down to where she's coming from 3 hours away and it not starting again in the morning. So I'd rather just get that sorted now. We're going to get her a battery chucked on. Don't want any more drama this week after the drama of the Peugeot that we had on Wednesday. So I'm going to quickly get this washed, hosed off now. Rich has done the inside for me before I got here. Look at that. That's clean, innit? Can't fault that. Smells absolutely beautiful in here. He's done the leather for me. So I'm just going to get it washed now and get some tyre shine on, get it cleaned up. Been a weird one this, get auto, low miles, full history, been getting, usually cars get sort of 80 views, 80 to 100 views on Auto Trader. This has been getting 300, but she's the first person to come see it, first one to come see it, and it's been getting 300 plus views. The photos are good, the walk round's good, so I don't really understand it. It's got a previous oil leak on the previous MOT, which we've fixed. We've had the the rocker cover gasket done, quite a common problem on this 1.6 petrol engine. Everyone I've had the couplers of favours, and they've all had it. That rocker cover gasket has gone. So she asked today, she said, it's got an oil leak on previous MOT, has that been done? I said, yeah, it's been done. So that's the only thing I can imagine that's been putting people off. But if they just ring and have a conversation, have a chat or text and ask the question, they'd find out that it's been done. So yeah, let me stop chattering, let me get on and get this cleaned up. Right, there we go. I've washed it all off. Just gone over it with a bit of tyre shine. Well, yeah, I have put some tyre shine on, but I've also gone over it with some showroom shine. I've got a nice finish on there. Lady just texted me saying she's running half an hour late, which is good. It means I can stop running around like an idiot. But yeah, I think that's a clean, tidy car. Not bad for an 11 plate. I'm not saying it's immaculate. But it's pretty damn good. That's it, runs sweet, drives nice enough. presentable. I was just thinking while cleaning it, I think the other thing that'll put a lot of people off, a lot of people do want autos, but they want the small autos. I know this isn't massive, but it's free. I think the car tax is 315, so I think that'll put a lot of people off. But even on the 1 litre i10s, the 195 on the 17 plate onwards ones. So I think once people see the 300 car tax mark, scares a lot of people off a little bit. There's a few little marks there, look, around keyholes. I don't know how people do that, especially when it's central locking. Is it dogs or why would a dog be getting in driver's seat unless it's a really clever dog? But yeah, I think that's a clean, tidy car. I'll go get all the paperwork out ready inside now, go have a bit of a tidy up inside. I'm going to take that mucky mat out because I've got that wet with my feet, but we've got a new set of mats in underneath. I just put them paper ones in just to protect it while we're moving it about. But nice timing to get this one out of the way, get some money back in the bank, because there's some nice little bits in the auction on Tuesday. So this would be nice to swap for one or two other little bits. I've had no luck on these three, which surprises me, because them two were one owner. That's 67,000 miles, that's 96, but both one owners, both good service history. Okay, I might have them slightly overpriced. I think Auto Trader's telling me 2,295. But again, the one owner's full service history. That one's had the cam belt done, so just like that one, I underpriced slightly. It's saying that's worth 2,295, but it's got no service history, so I've put it at 1,995. So just like I'll underprice it a little bit if there's something like no service history, you know, I'll take that into account. Just like I'll go over a little bit if, like these two, the one owners, full history, cam belt done. I think that's only fair. And I still think they look good value at 2,495. And like I say, I'm very surprised this one's still here at 1,995. The photographs on it are outstanding. It's had bits of interest, but weirdly nobody's been to see it. So I got them free on Auto Trader this morning anyway. Annoyingly, I did just renew this one on Auto Trader this morning as well. But she might have seen it on Auto Trader, so if I've renewed it this morning and she's seen it this morning, so 50 quid well spent. But I think this is the third time I've had it on Auto Trader. I've not had to do that with a car for a while, so that's sort of 150 quid Auto Trader fees. There's another 100 quid going on a battery that I didn't expect to have to pay, and she's knocked me down 100 quid. So you can see where the money soon disappears, soon goes. Right, I'm going to go get the paperwork ready and catch up with you soon. Right guys, I'm going to wrap that up. So a bit of a mixed bag this week, and Mr. Angry on that one, and the Astra's gone, so we've got a space down there to fill. Nice, we've thinned the cars out a little bit. We're getting, what have we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for sale, and the two over there, so let's call that 7. What else have we got dotted around? Oh, I've got the DS3 and the Fiesta. I've still got those over at my other mechanics in Featherstone, and my Ryan's down in the paint shop. So yeah, get back to the auction Tuesday and get some more stock. I'm excited about the auction Tuesday. There's a few interesting bits in, so hopefully we can get some more and sort of nice little small petrols. There's plenty of little Igos and C1s and that sort of thing in. The things I want. I was a really nice Fiesta as well, so we'll have a look and we'll get to the auction. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you just click on the thing on the right hand side, you can subscribe to the channel to get all my latest updates. That would be appreciated. I think this has been quite an interesting video. I like the story with the, well, even though I didn't like the experience with the gentleman with the 108. It's made some nice content. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Thanks very much. Have a good weekend.